Well, after all the bad luck that Chase Elliott has had and all the stuff that has gone wrong this year for Chase Elliott, he has finally scored his first win in the 2020 season. Chase Elliott has won the 2020 Alsco Uniforms 500. And I have to say, finally, after all the BS that's happened to Chase Elliott this year, it's nice as a Chase Elliott fan to see him get the win. Not to mention, the race was honestly a lot better than the Coke 600. Not to say this is a Chase Elliott fan. I'm saying that the racing tonight was a lot better. Anyway, let's just jump straight into the review. So, the first caution in this race would come out between an incident between Garrett Smithley and the 51 of Joey Gase. It looked like Garrett Smithley got a little bit of contact possibly with Clint Boyer. He would go up the racetrack going into turn 3 and take Joey Gase with him. Both drivers would go out of the race after the damage. It looked like Garrett Smithley, to be honest with you, ended up blowing up. The second caution in the race would come out for that competition caution that they've been doing every single race. And then we go back racing for the next few laps. And the third caution in the race will come out in a really strange incident. Brad Keselowski would cut a tire going up on the racetrack, and Matt Kenseth cut a tire and spun out. To me, it seemed like rain possibly had cut those tires possibly. That's actually stupid. The cut tires actually brought the caution out, and lightning and rain would hit the forecast, and both drivers would not have great nights. Well, Keselowski we'll talk about later, but Matt Kenseth would not really have a great night after having this issue. So we would go under a rain delay and a red flag for about 2 hours throughout the race. And then coming to the end, we went back green about flat 57. And coming to the end of stage 1 in this race, Joey Logano was able to score the first stage win. Ryan Blaney finished second. Matt DiBenedetto finished third. Kevin Harvick fourth. Alex Bowman fifth. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. sixth. We'll talk about Stenhouse here at the end of the episode as well. Austin Dillon 7th, Kurt Busch 8th, Chase Elliott 9th, and Chris Buescher rounds out the top 10 in the stage. We went back racing on lap number 63, with the race leader being Joey Logano. Kevin Harvick was able to get around Joey Logano and lead a couple laps in this race. And then the next caution in this race will come out in kind of an also strange incident between the 15 of Brendan Poole and the 00 Quinn Houff. It looked like Quinn Houff just got a little bit sideways and he got into Brendan Poole. This would take Brendan Poole out of contention in this race. He would go behind the wall and not return to the racetrack. And then we went back green on lap number 79 with the race leader being Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman basically take off, and Alex Bowman was able to score the win in stage 2 after some strategy where Kevin Harvick, who was leading at the time, who I think had the best car in this race, Kevin Harvick and a couple guys like Chase Elliott and Jimmie Johnson would come down pit road to pit under the caution. Because of this, Alex Bowman was able to win stage number 2. Ryan Blaney 2nd, Joey Logano 3rd, Chase Elliott 4th, Kevin Harvick 5th, Kurt Busch 6th, Austin Dillon 7th. 8th place was the 38 of John Nemechek, Willie Strong up to this point. Christopher Bell 9th, and Bubba Wallace scored a top 10 at the end of the stage. We get back racing with about lap 123 with about 60 laps to go, 90 laps to go in the race. And basically from this point, it looks like Kevin Harvick is going to have the best car. He takes the lead from Alex Bowman on the ensuing restart, and he takes off on this restart. And then the final caution of the race will come out with about 60 laps to go in the race. Timmy Hill had an issue. I think he spun out on the backstretch or something. I can't remember exactly what happened to Timmy Hill. But Timmy Hill's bringing out the final caution of this race. And then this would come out a possibility of fuel. There was a question if drivers can make it to the end of this race on with fuel or not. It would come down between, at the end of this race, it would come down between Kevin Harvick and Chase Elliott for the win. Chase Elliott basically restarted 5th on the restart, but he basically drove past guys like Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano and got up to 2nd place in this race. On top of this, Alex Bowman had an issue. We'll discuss that here at the end of the episode. So like I mentioned before all this stuff happened behind the scenes, Kevin Harvick and Chase Elliott were basically the guys that were going to be battling for the win. Chase Elliott would actually end up making the winning pass on Kevin Harvick with about 26 laps to go, and Chase Elliott would drive off. Kevin Harvick's car just completely a dog shit. at the end of this race. He went from being the winning car to dropping 8th. They lost the handling on that car, and they never could get back up there and contend for the win. Chase Elliott would end up driving off to an 8-second lead, holding off Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney for the win. And Chase Elliott, like I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, scored his first win of the season and his 7th career NASCAR Cup Series win. Let me just say, I am so happy Chase Elliott won, man. Finally, after what he's went through, he finally scores that awesome first win of the year. Many more to come, I think, this year. I think he's going to win a lot of races. Let's just be honest about that. So, let's go through and talk about the results. So, Chase Elliott scores the win. Denny Hamlin finishes second, a very big rebound performance after that really bad run at Charlotte on Sunday for the Coke 600 when it had the ballast issue. Rebound to a second-place finish. Great run for Denny Hamlin. Ryan Blaney, a third-place run. He was up front pretty much most of the night. He was up in the top 2 or 3 most, and I had a top 5 car all night. Just never had the winning car. But a top 3 finisher, Ryan Blaney, that's a really good run there. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with the 4th-place finish. Let me just say this. This is the best run I've seen out of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in this 47 car. That car looked like it had a top 2 or 3 finish coming its way. To finish 4th place, though. And that car was in the top 15 on night. That was not a fluke performance, kind of like Vegas was. Top 5 finish for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Jesus Christ, that's just awesome. He drove up to 4th place. He almost drove up to the 2nd position in this race. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in a 4th place finish, man, that's really awesome. Kurt Busch gets a top 5. Great job for Kurt Busch with a 5th place finish. Joey Logano finished at 6th. Logano actually ended up leading the most laps in this race, but once he lost lead, he never could get back up there and contend for this win. I didn't think he was going to have a car that was going to win this race, but he was a top 5 car pretty much all night. So great run for Logano there. He's had kind of a hot and cold year. He's either hot or he's either cold this year. Hopefully he can go hotter because he's been at times hotter in that section. Brad Keselowski with a 7th place finish. Brad Keselowski had the rebound after that incident, getting a 7th place finish. That is really, really awesome to see. And I think he could have had a better run, could have contended for this win tonight, go back-to-back. Just never could get that opportunity to go back-to-back, though. Austin Dillon, 8th place. Martin Truex Jr. finishes 9th. And Kevin Harvick goes from basically winning to finishing 10th. Jimmy Johnson finishes 11th. He never had a car to win tonight. He started last, and he got 11th. I think that's a pretty good performance. There's a few extra laps he might have gotten in the top 10. But we knew coming in this race he was not going to be a contender for this win. William Byron got a 12th place finish tonight. He started on the pole. He kind of fell back and really never had a shot to go out and win. He never had the winning speed. He almost got a top 10 tonight, but a 12th place run, that's not a bad run to be quite honest with you. John Nemechek finishes 13th. Another really strong run for the rookie. He was in the top 10 pretty much most of the night. I thought he was going to have a shot to go out there and get possibly a top 5 tonight. But a 13th place run for a driver who is outshining the equipment that he's in, that's really good. He was in the top 10 most of the night. That car just was that fast, and they've been that fast this year. To see him get that good finish is really good to see. Another solid run for Tyler Reddick. The rookie is continuing to put up really strong performances. I believe he's in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, currently at this moment. To get a 14th place finish, not bad. Top 10 pretty much most of the night. Matt Benedetto finishes 15th. He was up front most of the beginning of the race, but great run for Matt Benedetto. 16th, Clint Bowyer. 17th, Ryan Newman. 18th place goes to Cole Custer, 19th, Corey LaJoie, and Eric Almirola finishes 20th. They want to mention a little bit about Clint Bowyer. He had like 2 penalties in this race. To get 16th after 2 penalties, you can't be mad about that. Christopher Bell finishes 21st. I thought Bell was going to get a top 10 tonight. Dang, that really sucks. But Bell, 21st, not terrible, but not great either. Chris Buescher finishes 22nd. Matt Kenseth finishes 23rd. 24th place goes to Ryan Preece. 25th, Mike McDowell. 26th, Eric Jones. Mike McDowell actually ended up spinning out, coming across the checker flag of this race. 27th, Ty Dillon. 28th, Daniel Suarez. 29th, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch actually ended up having an issue in this race. There was a little bit of contact on a 4-wide restart. I think contact between maybe him. It was him and Ryan Preece. I'm not sure he had contact with, but he ended up cutting a tire, and he never really could bounce back and recover. 29th is not the worst finish in the world, but it could be better, to be quite honest with you. And finishing 30th in this race was Gray Gaulding. Alex Bowman 31st after his issues tonight. 32nd, Quint Houff. 33rd, Timmy Hill. 34, J.J. Yeley. 35th place goes to B.J. McLeod. 36, Josh Bilicki. 37, Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace ended up having power steering problems tonight. Gets a 37th place finish. 38th place goes to Brendan Poole. 39th, Joey Gase. And 40th place goes to Garrett Smithley. So now let's go ahead and talk about the race in general. The racing tonight in this race, Alsco Uniforms 400, the late night race, really good race. Better than the last one. Redemption race from the Charlotte race, the Coke 600. Was it a perfect race and a really, really strong race? No, the end of the race is kind of boring, to be quite honest with you. But pretty much before all the stuff, you really was unaware who you thought was going to win. You thought Alex Bowman could have a shot to win. You thought Joey Logano was going to win. You thought Ryan Blaney was going to win. You thought Denny Hamlin might have a shot to go up there and chase Elliott down. But at the end of the day, Chase Elliott was able to pass Kevin Harvick and get his first win of the 2020 season. So for that, I am going to give this race a 7.5 out of 10. I am a little bit harsher on the scores this year for the race reviews. Last year, I probably giving this race an 8.5 out of 10, but I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10 for this race. The race I thought was pretty, like I said, I thought the race was pretty good. And we got some more racing coming up here in about 3 or 4 days. So we got Bristol Neck this weekend. We got the Supermarket Heroes 400 or the Food City 500. Whichever one you want to call. I'll probably have the Supermarket Heroes 500 probably in the title for that race review. So that is going to be my review from the Charlotte race tonight. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you get notified when a video does go live on my channel. We are getting really, really close to 200 subscribers here on YouTube. If you enjoyed tonight's race review, please like and subscribe to the channel. Also, comment below what your thoughts on tonight's race were as well. Just let me know what you think of tonight's race. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links in the description below for that. And comment your thoughts on tonight's race. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.